Good morning, TFMS. I'm your host, Braylon.
And I'm Dulce.
Today is Wednesday, March 15th, and A-Day.
This month's pillar of character is fairness.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Boys and girls track tryouts will begin the week of April 3rd. Sign up on Google Classroom and be sure to get your physical updated or no tryout.
Our Hoops Are Hard event is this Friday. Don't forget to bring in any envelopes if you raise money outside of school, along with a few dollars to take part in our half-court shot event. We also have $1 paper hearts for sale that will be hung up around the gym to display your donation to the American Heart Association.
A reminder to members of NJHS, please bring in your donations for our Ronald McDonald House collection. We do not have too many donations at this moment.
Softball and baseball tryouts are going to be held next week. Your physical must be completed no later than this Friday, March 17th. No physical, no tryout. If you have any questions, please see Ms. Lemansky or Mr. Delvecchio. 8th grade will be trying out Monday, and 6th grade will be trying out Tuesday.
Art club tomorrow until 3:25.
Yearbook will meet today in room 526.
Computer club tomorrow in room 504.
Homework club will be held this Thursday after school in Ms. Berganzoni's room 518.
Community service club is canceled today. Please go home on the bus.
Student council meeting tomorrow. Pickup is at 3:25.
Game club today. Make sure you have a ride.
In 2 weeks, the Community Service Club and Student Council will start collecting coins for the Make-A-Wish Foundation Penny War. Here's an example of how the foundation helps make wishes come true.
16-year-old Antonio lives in Jersey City. His love of basketball is a thread that binds his family together. Antonio's parents, Felicia and Keith, were both celebrated players during their college days, and so it was only natural that their love of the game would be passed on to their son. Standing at 6'5" during his freshman year at Hudson Catholic Regional High School, Antonio was already a star athlete in the school's highly regarded basketball program. Just 3 days after his freshman season with the Hawks ended, Antonio experienced a severe headache. He was rushed to the emergency room at St. Peter's University Hospital in New Brunswick and diagnosed with a brain tumor the size of a golf ball. Antonio underwent emergency surgery to remove the tumor. 1 month after the procedure, Antonio began to experience the headaches again. He was rushed back to the hospital, where his family learned that the tumor had returned. The tumor affected both Antonio's speech and movement on the right side of his body. No longer able to participate in the game of basketball that he was born to play, Antonio joined his teammates during the following season and cheered from the sidelines for his Hudson Catholic Hawks. Though the tumor took a toll on his body, it did not affect his courageous spirit. Since the family could remember, Antonio had long set his sights on attending Duke University and playing for Coach K and his esteemed Blue Devils. When Antonio was asked by the team at Make-A-Wish if he could have one wish, what would it be? Antonio proudly declared that he wished to see the Blue Devils in action, in person, take on their historic rivals, the University of North Carolina Tar Heels, at a game at Cameron Indoor Stadium. Make-A-Wish quickly went to work and created a life-changing experience for Antonio that included an unforgettable surprise for the young star. No longer attending school daily, Antonio came back to Hudson Catholic under the guise that he was joining his classmates for a school assembly.
I've come here today to share a message with one of your own classmates. Why don't we bring him in right now? Antonio!
UNC versus Duke, one of the biggest rivalry games in college basketball. Now, one New Jersey varsity basketball player will see his wish come true.
That's right. He'll be witnessing the game in person tomorrow.
Make-A-Wish New Jersey staged a special assembly for 16-year-old Antonio Sellers. He had played forward for Hudson Catholic varsity basketball.
But today, Antonio's family, classmates, and the Make-A-Wish Foundation surprised him with his wish to attend the Duke versus UNC game in North Carolina.
I'm here today to tell you, your parents, your family, and all your classmates and friends here who love you at Hudson Catholic, your wish is granted. In fact, We've asked some friends to help us to share this special message to Antonio. Please take a look at the screen.
Hey Antonio, it's RJ Barrett. Heard you were a huge Duke fan. We're gonna grant your wish and let you meet Coach K and the Duke men's basketball team on March 7th. Also, hope to see you at the Knicks practice and game next week. Keep fighting and stay strong.
Antonio, this is Daniel Jones. I just want to let you know I'm pulling for you and pumped to hear you'll be heading down to Duke to see them take on Carolina. Go Duke.
Hi, Antonio. I heard that your wish was to meet our basketball team and come to a game here in Cameron. And I've heard that you also are an amazing player, an amazing young man. I want you to know that all of us are looking forward here at Duke and Duke basketball to meeting you.
I'm completely surprised. I didn't know what to expect. I just was getting phone calls about today, and this is something Antonio always wanted. And Duke was the school he always said, that's where I want to go play. That's where I want to go play.
You know what I do? Do.
Antonio and his family were treated like VIPs during their visit to Duke University. Debbie Savarino, Assistant Director of Athletics and Coach K's daughter, created a full weekend of moments on campus that were beyond Antonio's expectations. Each experience was greater than the one before. From a VIP campus tour to a student-athlete meet and greet to a private tour of Cameron Indoor Stadium, including access to the practice facilities and a tour of Coach K's office, it seemed that nothing was off limits for the newest Blue Devils.
Oh, first shot! I'm gonna keep with the shot? The first shot!
Just being inside Coach K's office and just seeing all the memorabilia and just how far everything goes back, the legacy of Duke, and it's amazing.
For Antonio, the highlight came when he was invited to the team's practice and met Coach K himself. Antonio became a guest of honor at a special rally for the student body hosted by Coach K and the Blue Devils. When it came time for the big game, the surprises continued to unfold. Antonio was once again treated as Duke's guest of honor. He escorted the team into Cameron Indoor Stadium alongside Coach K as a crowd of 9,000 cheering fans greeted him with the Cameron Crazy famed enthusiasm. He watched the game from under the basket and soaked in the reality of his wish coming true. He was living in the moment and able to forget everything else in the world. For that weekend, Antonio was a star.
It's crazy that I always wanted this. Now it's making me cry.
It was one of those moments where you say, finally, we get to breathe, smile, laugh. We're not in the hospital. We're not talking to doctors. Antonio now finally gets to smile and enjoy life for a little bit.
It's something that we'll never forget because it's smiles that were put on all of our faces. It's been more smiles this weekend than it's been in the last 365 days.
He said, I cried sad tears. He says, Coach, I don't cry sad tears anymore. He said, I only cry happy tears. And I said, what makes you happy? He said, being here. He's angelic. We're fortunate to be with him.
Happy National Kansas Day.
Happy National Everything You Think Is Wrong Day.
Happy National Shoe the World Day.
Happy. If any classes are doing anything interesting, cool projects, please reach out to TFMS Productions and we'll come by and record it.
Just remember to smash that like button, hit subscribe to the TFMS Productions channel.
There's awesome new content being uploaded every day, including concerts, sporting events, and all of our newscasts.
Thanks for watching.
TFMS Productions signing off.